The darts shot. In a darts shot, aim the grip end of the club towards the club head's lowest point during the downswing. Imagine the grip end of the club as an arrow and the lowest point of the club head as the center of the dart target. When your hips rotate on the downswing, aim the arrow at the grip end towards the target at the lowest point of the club head and release it. The arrow should not be released immediately. Aim for the target as much as possible and release it at the last minute. This action allows the club shaft to twirl on impact, enabling you to hit a highly accurate shot. The rotational motion of the club at this time is similar to the spinning motion of a baton in baton twirling. Mastering the darts shot. To master the darts shot, first check the direction of the grip end in the top position. Whether the shaft is at an angle to the ground or close to perpendicular to the ground, make sure the grip end points to the ball's flight path behind the ball. Next is the shape of both wrists. For the right hand, imagine holding the arrow of a dart. Use your thumb and other fingers to support the grip like an arrow. The right wrist is bent towards the back of the hand. Remember to keep in mind the firmly bent shape of your right wrist. The left wrist should be flat or slightly curved towards the palm of the hand to match the shape of the right wrist. In any case, keep your hands close together to create a sense of unity. When the downswing begins, the grip end moves along the ball flight path behind the ball. If the grip end is already pointing towards the lowest point of the club head or in the direction of the target, you will not be able to release the arrow towards the target. This will be a swing that is not executing a darts shot. A swing that executes a dart shot is achieved by rotating the hips and upper body, and keeping the shape of both wrists until they become close to the lowest point of the club head. Executing a darts shot involves maintaining the shape of both wrists in the top position to perform the downswing, but this movement is probably the most difficult to master. When you are going to hit the ball, your wrists tend to release too early. Imagine you are playing darts. Even if you don't hit the ball, if you release the arrow at the grip end, it will always be a nice shot. The position of the lowest point of the club head. The target that is the lowest point of the club head varies depending on the type of club being used. For irons, it is generally 1 inch ahead of the ball in the target direction. For woods, it is around directly below the ball, and for drivers are slightly behind the ball. Also, the target position may also vary depending on the type of swing or shot being taken, so is it important to practice and find the optimal target position for each shot. Mastering various shots. A straight shot of a straight ball is the basics of making shots. Once you have mastered the straight shots, you can easily learn how to hit a draw or a fade. Also, if you find that your shots have a draw or a fade during practice, you can try practicing straight or opposite shape shots, taking cues from the explanation of various shots in the following section, such as address, stance, ball position, club face direction, and arm swing technique. Straight shots. Generally, your stance should be square and the leading edge should also be square to the target line. During your swing, imagine swinging both arms parallel to the target line. Draw shots. In general, it will be a slightly closed stance and the leading edge of the club face should be pointed slightly to the right of the target line. During the swing, imagine both arms swinging inside out with respect to the target line. It is important that the trajectory of the club head during this swing is to the right of the target line, rather than in the direction of the leading edge. Fade shots. In general, your stance should be slightly open with the leading edge of the club face pointing slightly to the left of the target line. During the swing, imagine both arms swinging outside into the target line. It is important that the trajectory of the club head is more to the left of the target line than in the direction of the leading edge.